News, my boy. Hey, check it out, Joe. So look, this is gonna be a re-upload type shit, cause you feel me? I forgot some shit. I forgot to mention or whatever in my last video, whatever. So this is just re-uploaded. I deleted the last one, and this is just a re-upload. You feel me? So look, I'm gonna go ahead into this topic. You feel me? So look, Joe. There's an ex-teacher. You feel me? He was a dean at the school. I don't know what school. It was in Chicago though. You feel me? And apparently back in 2013 and 2015, he was having relations with a student. You feel me? So if y'all don't know what relations mean, that means he was having sex with a student, right? So this man is 40 years old, right? Most likely this student is between, if you're in high school, you're between the ages of 13 to 18, right? And she was like a sophomore, the freshman to a sophomore type shit. You feel me? While he was fucking with her. And he was fucking with her for like 2 years. So now I think in 2015 to 2016, the little girl, she ended up telling the teacher, saying like, yeah, this teacher doing this and that to be woo woo and shit. And the teacher didn't do nothing, which is fucked up, right? So basically, like, the police ended up doing an investigation in 2019. They received Snapchat messages. They received everything. They did a thorough investigation. So did the school. The teacher, you feel me, the little girl that ended up telling the teacher, she ended up telling the police or thought about her in 2019. So 4 years later, she actually thought about this bitch like, what the fuck has going on with this student? Woo, woo, right? And then she go ahead and told the teacher, she ended up telling the school or whatever and the police about the whole situation. Like, why didn't you do that shit back in 2015, 2016 when she first told you? Why is you doing it 4 years later? You feel me? So the teacher, his ass ended up, they saying this nigga took this little girl to abortion centers, claiming that he was the stepdaddy of this little girl, which wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? But which is fucked up, Joe, cause look, this nigga's a fucking pedophile. I don't give no fuck what you say, nigga. This nigga's a fucking pedophile. He's fucking on 13 to 16-year-olds and shit, you feel me, in this school. And I don't know why she was letting this shit happen. Like I said, they was going on with this shit for like 2 years straight from 2013 to 2015. So, but this nigga was fucking on a little girl, nigga, for 2 years, 3 years, Joe, which is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And when the student ended up telling another teacher, telling the school what the fuck was going on, the school didn't do nothing, or the teacher didn't do nothing specifically, now the teacher in 2019 ended up telling the school, you feel me, 4 years later about what the fuck going on. The school did a thorough investigation, and the police did a thorough investigation. They received Snapchat messages, you feel me, and all types of shit, Joe. And they ended up booking, bro, early September. So they just booked his ass a couple days ago. They received Snapchat messages. They received all of that bullshit, Joe. You feel me? And now he's facing a felony sexual assault case. All right? So, look, if you ask about my opinion about this shit, Joe, look, this nigga's a fucking pedophile. He's a fucking rapist. I don't give no fuck if she gave consent or not, nigga. You a fucking pedophile. Now you finna be labeled a sex offender for the rest of your life, nigga. Cause you wanna fuck on little girls, nigga. On funnel grade. What? Your ass can't go ahead and get a bitch that's your age, nigga. So you gotta fuck on a little girl, nigga. An innocent little girl, nigga. It don't matter if she's a bop in the school, folks. It don't matter if she's a fucking bop, nigga. Nigga, she's a fucking little girl, nigga. What? It was tweaked, Joe, on funnel grade. And look, once I find out what division you in the county, Joe, once I find out what division you in, let me find out one of my guys call me or whatever, you feel me? I'm finna give him your information, find out what division you in, and the word finna go around. And motherfuckers finna stomp your ears together, niggas that's gonna fuck on little girls. You feel me? The sex offenders and pedophiles, they always getting beating that bitch anyway. But I'm finna have a motherfucker stomp your ears together once I find what division you win, once I get that call from one of my people in that bitch. You feel me? Bro, they saying that nigga bond, he's $75,000. So if he ain't bonded out yet, you feel me, then it is what it is. But if he did bond out, then there's nothing I can do. But if he ain't, then motherfuckers finna stomp their ears together, Joe. If you ask about my opinion about this shit, I'm finna break it down to like this. In my opinion, Joe, I don't give no fuck who disagrees. If you disagree, we can link up, handle, do whatever you want to do. Bring your cousins, bring your aunties, bring your uncles. I don't give no fuck who you bring, Joe. I'm going to stand on this business. You feel me? But in my opinion, Joe, if you, let's say, for instance, old boy is 18. Let's say if a man was 18, You feel me? And he fucking on a 17-year-old or dating a 17-year-old, right? It's a federal law, so that means federal law goes across all 50 states. It goes across all 50 states. You feel me? It's a federal law that once you're 18 years old, you're considered an adult. You're considered an illegal adult. But if you're under 18, you're a minor. You're a child. Okay? So if you 18, fucking on a 17-year-old, kissing on her, doing this and that, for your ass is a pedophile, nigga. You fucking on a little girl, nigga. On fucking grade. It don't matter if she finna be 18 in a couple days, a couple weeks, a month, nigga. She's a little fucking girl and she ain't 18 yet, nigga. Bro, like, personally, if you, look, this is something personal, Joe. I ain't never fuck with no bitch that's younger than me. I ain't never fuck with no bitch younger than me, Joe. You feel? I don't give no fuck how bad she is, how much woo woo woo. You feel? I don't give no fuck. You cannot be younger than me. All the bitches that I fucked with and dated, they all been older than me. And I don't get it. Like, even we the same age, Joe, you cannot be younger than me. I don't care if it's about a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months. Nigga, I don't get no fuck. You cannot be younger than me. Even if we're the same age, Joe. You gotta be older than me. You gotta be older than me by at least a month. You feel? At least 2 weeks, Joe, type shit. You know what I'm saying? I cannot fuck with no bitch younger than me. And I'm 19, finna turn 20, Joe. So I had bitches show me ID, nigga. Plus, I could tell the difference between a little girl and a grown-ass woman, nigga. I could tell the difference between a little girl and a grown-ass woman, Joe. Grown women, I've been fucking with grown women since I was 15, Joe. 14, 15, nigga. So, I mean, I've been fucking with bitches that be in their 20s to 30s, nigga, since I was like 14, 15, nigga. So, I know how grown women act. I know how their character is. I know how they talk. I know what the fuck they do on social media, nigga. On phone grad. I can tell the difference between a little girl and a grown-ass woman. You feel me? So, like I said, if you can still go to jail fucking with a 17-year-old, no matter, some people might disagree saying, the age of consent is 16, the age of consent is 17. Bro, I don't get no fuck, boy. You fucking on a little girl, nigga. She ain't 18 yet, and she's labeled a minor, a fucking child. You feel me, nigga? And she could go ahead, still go to the police and report your ass, nigga, and your ass will still get locked up and go to jail and be labeled as a sex offender, nigga. So, why the fuck does it matter? Why do you want to take that risk? A lot of niggas be sick in the motherfucking head. You feel me? Thinking that shit is okay. Oh, she's 17 in a couple days. Nah, nigga, you a fucking pedophile. And like I said, if anybody disagree with me on this bitch, you feel me? We can go ahead and link up. Bring whoever the fuck you want. You feel me? I'ma still stand on this business. Bring whoever the fuck you want, Joe, if you disagree with me. I don't give no fuck who you know, where you from, what you is, nigga. This energy still gonna get returned to you, nigga, on funnel grave. Cause look, if you can go ahead and touch on a little girl, nigga, you try to touch on me, nigga, I dare your ass. On funnel grave, I dare your ass. And I put that on everything, Joe. On for the gauge, nigga. Fuck you, Tim out. Yeah, Joe, but shit, I could just go ahead and wanted to speak on this shit, Joe, because this shit is fucked up. You feel me? Nigga, little pedophile ass niggas and shit, Joe. They ass can't get bitches that their own age or even older, you feel me? Like, what's up with you and fucking on little girls, nigga? Like, come on, Joe. Like, you so much sick in the head that you 40 fucking years old, Joe. It's 40 fucking years old, and you fucking on a bitch that between 13 to 16. Come on, Joe. That's a little girl, Joe. That's a little fucking girl. Pedophile ass nigga. Now you finna be labeled as a sex offender for the rest of your life. And look though, I ain't just dissing on bro. I'm finna diss on the teacher that didn't say something when she first had told her. Look, fuck that teacher too, Joe. Like, you wanna tell the school and the police 4 years later after she had told you, Joe? 4 years later. Come on, Joe. Why didn't you say something the same day she had brought that shit up to you? Come on, Joe. Your ass is sick, Joe. And your ass deserve to get your ass whooped too. On the phone. Like, your ass deserve to get your ass whooped too, Joe. You feel me? Like, what made you think 4 years later? What came across your mind 4 years later? Like, damn, what happened to the student that was getting touched on by the teacher? What made you think 4 years later? What came across your mind 4 years later that shit was going on, Joe? And then you decided to put, you feel me, tell the shit to the police and tell the shit to the teachers and shit. 4 years later, Joe? Like, come on. It's like, maybe the motherfucking teacher was just like, oh, how can I get popular real quick? Whoa, whoa. Like, Joe, In reality, you doing good, but at the same time, Joe, you still out of wrong because you ain't say something the first time when she mentioned that shit to you back in 2015, 2016. You feel me? Like, bro, your ass is fucked up too. I don't give no fuck if you a bitch that just brought this shit up. If you was another nigga, your ass is fucked up in the head too, Joe. Cause you should have said something when they first brought this shit out to you. And like I said, I ain't ducking no smoke from nobody in this bitch. If you disagree with me, hit my motherfucking DM. I don't give no fuck what you is, where you from, who you know, where you connected to. You feel me? Motherfuckers finna get that smoke, Joe. So, you feel me? I'm ready to puff any shit that y'all bring up to me. On phone gray, I'm ready to puff any smoke that y'all put. Bro, look, on phone gray. But yeah, Joe, shit, this too solid news, you feel me? Fuck all pedophiles, fuck all rapists and shit. We can link up if you disagree. You feel me? And, hey, I know I went off in this episode, but I have to go ahead and, you feel me, address this issue, Joe, because this is a problem. And this happened in a school, Joe. And kids go to school thinking they safe. You feel me? They supposed to trust these teachers and advisors and shit. And niggas like these is fucking on them, trying to talk to them, getting their ears and shit. And doing all this nasty ass shit to these little girls and little boys. Don't get me wrong. It'd be male students going through this shit too. So that still brings up my point. It'd be little girls, little boys trusting these teachers and shit, trusting these advisors, principals, all types of shit. School should be the place where a lot of these kids feel safe as shit. They should be. You feel me? And just to have niggas like these that's not in the news, that's fucking on little boys or fucking on little girls, Joe, they ass need to get their ass wet. You feel me? I don't wish jail on nobody, Joe. I don't wish jail on nobody. But rapists and pedophiles should be able to go to jail for life and they ass should die. You feel me? I still wish Illinois had the death penalty. Bro, I still wish Illinois had the death penalty. You feel me? And I also feel like all pedophiles and all rapists should be having a death penalty automatically and go to jail for life if they don't get a death penalty. You know what I'm saying? They should not be let out this bitch. You feel me? And some people, they do get wrongly convicted. That does happen. Some people get wrongly convicted. But motherfuckers need to know how to play their cards with their dealt. You feel me? But hey, man, thanks for tuning in on this episode, Joe, on Funnel Grade. Keep your head up in this bitch. You feel me? Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe if you fuck with Chicago on Funnel Grade. Come check it out.